Good blessed October the 5th, 2023. It's Throwback Thursday, and it's about 11:40 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with a universal greetings of peace and the blessing of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter whether you are the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like anything that I say or do or produce on social internet. That's your prerogative. You have a First and a 14th Amendment right. Freedom of speech, freedom to gather, long as you're doing it in a peaceful manner. What I want to talk about today make 930 days since my son Brian Lamont Johns was found hung, lynched, dead in Carbondale, Illinois, Jackson County on Friday, March the 19th, 2021. And what I want, it was a homicide staged as a suicide. A couple of times after they closed the case, the Carbondale, Illinois Police Department closed the case in August of 2021. Since then, they opened it back up about once or twice, not because they wanted to, because I've been putting up YouTube videos protesting that my son death was a homicide and not a suicide. Also, I've been complaining about these two individuals on here. The black individual is Michael Vallant. That's Valliant, from Carbondale, Illinois. That's his wife. Katie Babcock is her maiden name. Babcock. Last name is Vallant too, but she works at the Carbondale Rebound High School as a parent educator. Her and Michael Vallant was getting my son food stamps, had his food stamp card when he was alive. In 39 days after he was found dead, they got caught spending the food stamps. My son was getting, listen to this real good, to show you how Michael Vallant and Katie Vallant are criminals. They misuse homeless people. My son was staying at the homeless shelter in Carbondale, Illinois. He was fighting a drug addiction. Him and a lot of other people that was homeless. Michael Vallant was in prison with my son. Michael Vallant was in prison for murder and drugs. And when he got out, he was pretending like he doing with this here group he with now, Carbondale United. Carbondale United is a front that hire convicts that was either murderers or murderers and drug dealers, then call themselves to be violent interrupters. But Michael Vallant and his wife, let me show you how they misuse my son. My son didn't know during the pandemic that they was started putting $95 cash on his food stamp card. Michael Vallant and his wife knew. Now, what they was doing, they told the police when they got caught spending my son's food stamp card on camera video, they told the police that they was giving my son $95. Now, if they was giving him $95, then my son was getting $95 worth of cash on his food stamp card and $234 worth of food stamp. That means that they wasn't giving my son nothing, just giving him his $95 that was on there. But see, I know he wasn't giving him $95 because when I asked him, Michael Vallant seen my YouTube asking the police before they got caught, asking the police, where's my son wallet and his IDs? Then the police decided to look into that den. When I said this was 2021. Now, when they find out that they seen Michael Vallet and his wife spending my son food stamp cards on camera. Now, they take Michael Vallet downtown, question him, fill out a report, had him on a video interview, but his wife, white privilege came in effect for her. They went down to the school and talked to her, the detective did. And he didn't take no report and put it in the so-called death investigation. He didn't take her down to the police department. She committed a crime, so they should have did the same thing that they did with her husband, who was black. They should have did the same thing with her. By her being white and a school teacher, that shouldn't have made a difference. But we know this is 2013, but in Carbondale, Illinois, and Charleston, Missouri, it's like 1619. But let me show you this here now. These people from Carbondale United hired Michael Vallet and another individual, Van Eichner. Both of them, for a fact, I know, is convicted drug dealers. Hired them as violent interrupters. What you see in Michael Vallet's hand right now, they congratulating him for being a part of Carbondale United for 1 year. You see what it says in his hand? It says congrats. And then you can see it says, this is Michael Vallet 1 year anniversary with Carbondale United. Don't let Carbondale United fool y'all. Carbondale United supposed to be ran by a white female now, but I'm going to show you who's still running it. Now, if you see Nancy Maxwell, where the arrow is at, she's to the left of, she's to the right of those two white females. The black female with the glasses is right next to her. But Nancy Maxwell is a Carbondale City Council woman now. She became a City Council woman this year, I believe, in May after the election. But she spent more time with trying to get money for Carbondale United. She wants Van Eichner with the glasses on. Michael Vallet, you see him in the back, the fat head one with the beard. You see what I'm saying? And they have another black individual named Michael Palmer. They supposed to be the violent interrupters. All these people supposed to be a part of Carbondale United. But if you look and see what Carbondale United is doing in Carbondale, Illinois, Jackson County, that Nancy Maxwell worked hand in hand with the prosecuting attorney, her and the new white female that's supposed to be the CEO of Carbondale United now, the prosecuting attorney who wouldn't prosecute Michael Vallet and his wife, the Carbondale Police Department who wouldn't arrest Michael Vallet and them because that's a crime. They work hand in hand with the prosecuting attorney. The prosecuting attorney said that he gonna start referring juveniles to Carbondale United when they catch cases in Carbondale, so the Carbondale United can help them. How can Carbondale United help them when they show that they didn't do nothing to Michael Vallet? Look at him again, y'all. You see him? See, he feel good. He thinking that everything is all right, but he don't know God got something for him. His wife just had 2 twins on July the 6th, 2023. But the same thing you did to my child, Michael Vallet, Nancy Maxwell, the same way you hiding him and the rest of you people here from Carbondale United, the prosecuting attorney and the police department, the way y'all are shielding Michael Vallet and Katie Vallet, it may come back on y'all family. You see, Michael Vallet and them got caught spending my son food stamp, but this is how they congratulate him, y'all. They give him a job at Carbondale United. They give them a job there. You know why? Because long as you do it to the black community, they don't care. It's just like here in Charleston, Missouri, with Lester Gillespie in the NAACP. That's another thing with the NAACP. Get Van Eyck. He want to show his teeth. He must got some new dentures in. He ran for representative, but the people, he couldn't fool the people. The people didn't vote him in. And then the labor union backed at him, but the people, the white folks, didn't want him in there. Because the police that I know that used to be a police, he said Van Eyck is no stranger to him. Just like he ain't no stranger, they ain't no stranger to Michael Valley. But my bottom line is, these people here, Carbondale United, ain't nothing but united about Carbondale. All these people do is they talk about money. All that violence you see, you don't see them on the scene. People said Michael Valley is still out there selling drugs, and I believe it. Now, why did Michael Valley have to pay back the money that him and his wife was getting from my son? Now, he died March the 19th. His money hadn't came on there before he died. Michael Valley and them didn't pay him nothing then. April, they didn't pay him nothing. But Michael Valley offered me my son's empty card. He said, do you want his card? This was in May, when he started communicating with me, telling me he was my son's friend. But what type of friend is you? You working for another grassroots program, but yet you are none of y'all. Van Eyck say he an NAACP member. I am too. I ain't no former drug dealer. I ain't out here killing people for drugs. I ain't out here selling drugs to the community. But you know I filed a complaint with the Carbondale, Illinois NAACP chapter visa email May the 11th, 2021. Over 900 and some days ago, you told me, Van Eyck, and I have you on tape when you was in the truck with Nancy Maxwell when y'all was in what y'all call a protest, but it was a parade. You told me you was going to look into it. You ain't looked into it. You faked me out like you was really about trying to help me with my son, but I see what you about. All of y'all, ain't none of y'all about the people. All y'all about is grant money. But one thing about it, you celebrating a year, Michael. But when God get through with you, boy, that's what I call you, a boy. You a coward. You misuse homeless people. And Nancy Maxwell being a city council lady, one of your city council members, Adam Lopes, spoke about the white guy that shot at the Spanish guy who robbed the white guy or tried to mug the white guy. Adam Lopes said that the prosecuting attorney should have arrested him for that crime. Nancy Maxwell, you ain't saying nothing about Michael Valley and his wife should have been arrested for misusing the homeless. But God gonna deal with y'all. The wrath gonna come on y'all or y'all family just like the way y'all did my son. Brian Lamont Johns got a voice, and that's me. You remember that, Michael Valley, with your fat head self. Don't be surprised if something happened to one of your kids from the wrath of God. Y'all smile at that. Peace be still.